Whatty Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Land of the Lustrous, aka Hoseki no Kuni, Season 1, Episode 4. And we're starting off this week's episode with the adaptation of Chapter 7 of the manga, and holy crap, I have been waiting to see how they're going to adapt the first portion of Chapter 7, because if you are caught up with the manga, you know what the first couple pages mean. And I'm gonna spoil it for all you anime onlys, because you will be completely confused otherwise. So let's get to this. Oh, that rose petal going into the worshiping, and I love the music. It's just, ooh, it just fits. And you see the Lunarians bow to him, like they worship him. And that's because the Lunarians, you find out later in the manga, the Lunarians built Master. And I will get to it in a second why. I just want to see this. There's Master's power. Woo! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, that was so cool! Okay, so basically, this is major spoilers, and only the manga nerdigans that are caught up with the manga know about this. So if you are not caught up with the manga, you're about to be spoiled. So basically, the Lunarians are basically humans. They are human souls, and that haven't moved on. They are basically stuck in limbo, so to speak. And the humans created Master to help the human souls move on. And the reason why the Lunarians are attacking the gems and trying to steal the gems, and this is just completely fucked up, and I know I'm spoiling the shit out of it, but I just have to. It's gonna drive me nuts, especially with the latest chapter that came out yesterday or a couple days ago. Is basically Master doesn't want to do his job. He just is content living out his life in peace with the gems, because the gems are considered his family. But what the Lunarians are doing is they're trying to take away his family, so he will do basically to just get him to, you know, to help them move on, to get them out of limbo, so to speak. It's extremely fucked up what they're trying to do. And the reason why they want Phos the most is because they think Master loves Phos the most, or that's what they believe, and that's why they want him. It's extremely fucked up, but I like, when I first read the manga, I didn't understand it either, but again, it gets explained later on, so I had to get it out there for the anime only, so that way they understood it. Sorry, manga nerdigans, that this video is going to be a little bit longer than usual, but I felt like I needed to explain it. Okay, so I'm gonna wait and see if the I've overslept was skipped. And that was close was skipped. Instead of saying that was close, Master said I was reckless, or that was reckless. But you have to wonder why, though. Like, you have to wonder why. Is it because when he let his guard down? I think that's why. I think because Master isn't human. So if he isn't human, why was he even dreaming in the first place? So you have to wonder if it's because he let his guard down, and because he let his guard down, the Lunarians were able to get into his consciousness. That's what I'm leaning to. But I'm very curious what you nerdigans think. And this episode is titled Soul, Flesh, Bone. Okay, good. The I overslept was there. Good stuff, anime. I'm glad that was there. So, again, I don't understand. I'm just really confused. Because I'm very confused on how... So, you have to wonder, because I'm confused, because I got confused for a second, because the Lunarians said that Master isn't human. So you have to wonder if the Lunarians built him. I think the Lunarians, you know what? I think the Lunarians, if I remember correctly, and correct me, Manga Nerdigans, if I'm wrong, if the Lunarians built him to be like a human, to be, because if they did, it would explain, because I don't remember the Lunarians saying that the Master was supposed to have emotions, or that he was supposed to supposed to be able, or not, well, supposed to be able to, or that he required sleep. I don't remember that. Correct me in the comment section, please, if I'm wrong on that. Okay, anime. Go wait a little longer to see if you skipped this or not, but I think you really did. So I'm going to read it just in case. Or you know what? I'm going to wait a little longer to see if you skipped this, because if you did, I'm going to be really disappointed in you. I love how fucking foes throw them. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to read it, and if through the king, but just in case it was skipped, like I think it is, I'm going to No. You know, you know what I'm going to do? Go wait till the end of the chapter adaptation. If it's skipped, I will tell you at the end, because sometimes anime likes to fuck with me in order for placement, and the Ancient Magus Bride did that today, so I'm gonna go wait. That's what I'm gonna do. But shit, Foes Throwing the King was pretty goddamn funny. The voice of the slug, aka the king, was perfect. I love it. This part was skipped. And there was a gem missing too. Maybe the encyclopedia project was too much of a burden for you after all, was skipped. King? You and I got the same kind of type. I love me some Cinnabar. Cinnabar has a nice ass. I'm sorry. Actually, fuck it. I am not sorry. Cinnabar has a nice fucking ass. Anime, thank you for flashing back to Cinnabar's secret, which is that she wants to be taken away by the Lunarians, but that's not the case anymore as of this week, or as of this most recent chapter, because I'm telling you, I'm spoiling it for you, but I don't give a fuck. I already spoiled a good chunk of the manga anyway, but you need to go read it. I'm not going to tell you completely why she doesn't want to go to the moon, but I will tell you that Cinnabar no longer wants to go to the moon. That's all I'm going to tell you. Get her, King! Get her, King! I love that! That's like Foes to his weapon is the fucking king! I love it! The snail landing on Sensei's head after being kicked is like oh my god, that's like my favorite part of this episode right now, is the snail landing on Sensei's head, and the fact that he is acting like completely indifferent to it. This is the best part of this fucking episode. Something cinematic that I gotta talk about that I really like is when Foes is saying that she is basically fucked, is that the screen is getting smaller and smaller. Not the screen, fuck. Why am I saying the screen? The frame is getting smaller and smaller. I love it. I love it. I love it. Good cinematic stuff. I gotta say, between this and March Comes Like a Lion, there's been some really beautiful cinematic effects. The snail just asked if it would go out with, if the master would go out with it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Then Foes gets into the fight with the snail, and then the snail's trying to kiss him. Like, this is just fucking hilarious. I love this show. Like, this anime and this manga just are amazing. Something I have to admire Land of the Lustrous for that the ancient Magus Bride didn't do is when Elias was talking about the fall wind, and if you watched my live reaction for that, I mentioned in the manga there was like an image of like leaves and stuff like that, and they didn't in the anime didn't do that. And I kind of got like kind of pissy about that. Land of the Lustrous is, I gotta give Land of the Lustrous this. Minus some dialogue that I'm gonna get to, that was completely skipped, that so far has been completely skipped. It is matching panel for panel, frame for frame, and it is just amazing. Including like the analogy slash metaphor scenes. I gotta say, it's, the piano piece is just so beautiful in regards to Cinnabar's story, and it's just, and the animation is just so beautiful. It just makes me want to cry. Do I think it's better than March Comes Like a Lion this week? No, I don't. It's not. I'm sorry. March Comes Like a Lion this week was just, March Comes In Like a Lion this week was just on a whole nother level. But this is just, it's still very beautiful. Okay, so because we're close to finishing the adaptation of Chapter 7, and I know this part was completely skipped from near the beginning of the episode, I gotta cover it. So this part was completely skipped, and this was on page 11. This part was skipped. Ribeiro says she wants you to check the strength of her a new cloth, and also Euclade's dropped part of the patrol plans for next month and beyond in the pond, so she'd like a chance to speak with you. That was completely skipped. But other than that, this chapter adaptation, manga to anime adaptation, has been done so beautifully. And yeah, there was another, a gem and her dialogue skipped as well, but other than that, like, it's been really well done this week. And I gotta talk about, of course, I gotta talk about the grass here that's being shown at the 9-minute 5-second mark. Something I have to point out that I really admire is that animation-wise, is the texture. The texture is just so, and the shine is just, it looks beautiful. It's like straight out of the manga. Like, but even better. It looks so gorgeous. Rose, you are so mean. You're shaking the fucking slut. It's fucking, that's just so mean. So mean. But I will say this. I gotta say this. I fucking love the scene where they're laying in the grass. Fos and the Slug King are laying in the grass, and it's just so, and the music is just so beautiful. I love this shit. Fos, you are such an asshole to the king. But like, I have to say this, but I'm still gonna say, March Comes Like a Lion, March Comes In Like a Lion, still better than Hoseki no Kuni this week. I will say that because of the symbolization and everything, what the animation did and the music did this week. But oh my god, like, if we're just talking straight, if we're not talking about like going above and beyond and shit and talking a flat out manga to anime adaptation, this is doing fantastic. I fucking love this episode. This episode is so good. I love it. Yes, there was like a couple things skipped, but it's not like too bad. It's not too bad. Like, if the Kiriyama stuff wasn't so powerful and for March Comes In Like a Lion this week, this would definitely be my favorite episode of the week so far. I got it. I'm gonna say that right now. So at the 10-minute 13-second mark, we finish Chapter 7 and we're going into Chapter 8. And what I gotta say about Chapter 7's adaptation, overall, it was fucking perfect. I really loved how they did the beginning of the episode. It was just fucking gorgeous. I loved like something that made me really happy is they kept the comedy this week. It's an improvement. I will say that it was definitely an improvement over last week. I hands down. That like this anime to me keeps getting better and better. I really love it. I love the dynamic that's going on between Phos and the king. Fucking love it. It's just amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna get into chapter 8's manga adaptation. Let's see if it's gonna hold up. I swear to God, if chapter 8 is like the second half of March Comes In Like a Lion, I swear to God, I want to cry after it. Oh my God. No censorship! Yee! No censorship! Good job, anime! We got no censorship! I take that back! We got some censorship because we are supposed to see some ass! And we did not see ass. So, yes, we have... I take that back! We got some censorship! Curse you, anime! Okay! Anime? You need to make up your mind. So, you gave us, like... You didn't give us close-up of ass, but you gave us a far-away shot of ass. That's not fair! Red Barrel, I gotta say right now, is just fucking adorable. Oh my God, the color, the background for when the Lion King is mentioned, or when the king says king, is just so beautiful. I wish the water with the lily pads were there, but other than that, it's just so fucking beautiful. And that's at the 13-minute, 34-second mark. Oh my God. King fell asleep. Like, this conversation is so serious, like about death, because Phos and the gems in general don't, you can even say sensei, they don't know about the concept of death in all reality because they're immortal. So, like, I just think it's interesting you have this serious conversation about death, about life and death going on, and you have this beautiful piano playing, like this lighthearted piano playing in the background. I just think it's fascinating. I want to talk about the 14-minute, 59-second mark. It's just so beautiful. Like, just the whole thing is just gorgeous. I just love looking at it. I just can't help it. It's just so pretty. Like, if I'm comparing it to the manga, like in the manga you just have a close-up of the king and Phos holding the king up, just like a close-up. But here, I really love what the anime did more. It's just so pretty because you get to see the ocean, you get to see the sparkle and the light bouncing off of it. It's just so gorgeous. Also, the lighting through the ocean or the water is just, it's just heaven. That's just one, this animation is just so gorgeous to see. It's so beautiful. Like, I love this animation so much. I have one complaint about the animation, and it's maybe just a small thing, is that if you look in the manga, Phos's hair in the water is supposed to be like floating, like kind of floating around her, and let me just make sure. Yeah, it's supposed to be like floating up and around her, and it's just like freaking still in the water, and it really, it kind of bothers me because I really would have loved to seen her hair move in the water. It would have been so nice to see it, but it looks, because right now it just looks so stiff. And it's so disappointing because this animation has been so fluid when it comes to movement. So that's one thing I'm disappointed about, or that's like probably maybe the only thing I'm disappointed about animation wise is Phos's hair not moving fluidly in the water like it is in the manga. But here's what I don't understand: when Ruler goes into her true form, like, you see all this fucking movement, like in her hair and her garment and stuff. Where's this movement in Phos's hair? Like, what the fuck? Like, come on! Come on, man! Why is Phos's hair so stiff? Oh, God, that just frustrates me. I'm sorry. So now at like the 16-minute, 25-second mark, we're going into chapter 9, which is actually the title of this episode. And this is what, again, if you look at the manga and you see, like, Phos's hair is moving. There's so much movement in it. And in the anime, there's no movement in it. But you see Ruler, you see the princess, so to speak, there's so much movement in her. Like, there's so much, like, she's just moving, like, her movement is just beautiful. But Phos is just so goddamn stiff. It's so annoying. I can't stand it. I fucking hate it. I hate that it's so goddamn stiff. Ugh. Something I want to point out, because it's just making me think of this because of the most recent chapters of Hoseki no Kuni, of the manga. I got a feeling, you have to wonder, because of what the Lunarians did to them, and I have to ask you, folks, what makes you think that the Lunarians aren't going to do the same to you? What makes you think that the Lunarians didn't use Ruler and their people for the same fucking purpose? Because of the same purpose of trying to get Master to do their work. I gotta ask this right now, and it just makes me wonder about that. So Phos, so that means Phos, you're a fucking idiot for going to the moon. You are fucking stupid for that. God, I don't know why I didn't think about that when I did my live reaction for chapter 61, but Phos, you are fucking dumb right now. Oh my God, the Lunarians are gonna do the same thing to them. Just watch. I gotta complain a little bit about the writing here, because in the manga, this is what the dialogue was. Why do we look so alike? Why do we look alike? About the gem. This is Phos asking about, the gems. I don't know for sure either, and what Ruler says is, I'm not equipped to know. I'm just like, God, I don't like that. What do you think? You're in charge of an encyclopedia. Try coming up with an explanation. That was completely skipped. Why? You are better than this, Land of the Lustrous. Come on, man. You are so much better than this. Also, this was skipped. Ew, you're talking like Sensei. Let's see. Was skipped. We are getting lore! We are getting lore this week! We're getting the lore about the humans! I forgot about this. Phos, you are somewhat right. Or, okay, this is the thing that I just am, like, Phos, they're not doing it. Phos is somewhat on the right track. But they're doing it because because they're stuck in limbo. They're lost souls that just want to move the fuck on. So, yeah. But God, I'm just starting to realize, God, Phos, you got really stupid later on in this manga. Or not stupid, I should say naive. You are extremely naive or maybe not naive being the right word. I guess Foes probably just forgot about what happened to sea people, so to speak. So I understand why this was skipped because of runtime, but still was skipped. Wish it wasn't, but it was. Which was, here we are. I'm so tired. Who said it was going to be close? It's sunset. We barely made it. But anyway, your homeland. It sure is empty. Hold on a second. Let me just double check and make sure that was skipped. Okay, good. It wasn't skipped. I thought it was skipped because we saw Diamond. I was like, wait a minute. Please don't tell me we're skipping this part. So we just got a little bit of, we just got Diamond there first. It was just a change of placement. Oh my God, thank God that this part wasn't skipped. I would have been so mad if this part was skipped. Roar! She's offering! She's offering Foes in exchange for her brother, Nicolanus. What the fuck? I forgot about this part! Oh my God! Just seeing it animated though is, oh my God, it's so cool. So it ends at the end, this episode ends at the end of chapter 9. So overall, this episode, oh my God. Manga to anime adaptation wise, we had a few little things of dialogue skipped. But other than that, it was really good. The main problem I have with it was Fose's hair not flowing right. That really just drove me nuts. But now we have a little bit of lore here, which is really good. The animation minus Fose's hair was pretty goddamn good. I can't wait for next week. But it was, this was for the most part a really good episode. Still think March Comes In Like a Lion is the big winner this week, though, in the Battle of the Anime. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you guys think of this episode? Especially, I'm talking to you manga nerdigans, especially in relation to the most recent chapter of the manga that came out this past week. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there is a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow my Twitch channel, friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.